Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Donna. Welcome. For those of you who are not new, welcome back. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me today. I know that you don't have to, so it warms my heart absolutely 100,000% that you do. Today, I am doing my July empties. I have quite a few, actually. And let's just jump in. Water is the word of the day, because Starbucks has the best water on the planet, number one. Number two, it is dang hot, and it's so hot that it's making me sick. So, let's jump in here. The first empty I have is this little guy. It is the Placard's Gentle Slide for Tight Teeth. I don't necessarily know that my teeth are tight, but I have been using these little flossers non-stop since I started having my teeth work done, and this is like the 80th one I've been through, but these are some pretty awesome little flossers. I don't know if you guys use them. The only place that I cannot use them is back here where I had a crown placed. Then I have to actually take old school floss, but old school floss is super hard to use and get back in those back teeth. These actually are pretty phenomenal, and on the one end they have a really sharp little pointy thing that you can really like get in and get stuff out of your teeth with. I find these phenomenal. I went to Costco and bought a giant box of them because I at this point can't live without them. So yay for Placards. The next thing I have is this bag of Ulta Beauty 200 count premium quilted cotton pad squares. I have repurchased these. I just put in an Ulta order and this was on there. These are like $3.50 for 200 cotton squares, and they last me quite some time. I also find that these are not as scratchy as some other cotton pads are. I know that I have used Swispers, and then I've also used like a Walmart, other kind of Walmart brand, maybe the Equate Beauty kind, and those are super. My dog was just in here and I think he farted because it stinks. Oh, dogs. I love my dog. I do. So these are not as scratchy as other cotton pads are on my face. My skin is just super sensitive, so like what might not be scratchy to you is definitely scratchy to me, and I love these cotton pads. They're not scratchy. They're pretty phenomenal. Next thing I have in here are these watermelon detoxifying wipes by Beauty Concepts that I picked up at TJ Maxx for $4. I will not say that these are the best makeup removing wipes on the planet. I wouldn't use them for removing makeup, to be honest. I use them in the mornings to like just wash away the moisturizer that I had put on the night before to reapply daytime moisturizer, or like get, you know, under my eyes specifically for like any leftover like mascara that I didn't get off or whatnot. I also use them for videos for swatching, to take off the swatches, but other than that I really don't use them to take off makeup. I don't feel like they're good enough for that. I have tried them for that. They don't work very well for that 100%. But TJ Maxx has these all the time. Not these specific ones, but all kinds of makeup wipes that you can purchase for $4, and they're 60 count wipes, and that is a phenomenal deal considering that you spend like $60, not $60, $6 on a thing of makeup wipes, and they're usually like 25, maybe 40 count wipes. So the next thing I have in here is this Real Technique sponge. This guy is breaking apart everywhere, and he is incredibly stained and gross, so I replaced him. This is my Ride or Die sponge. It is the Real Techniques Miracle Sponge. I love these sponges, and I will continue. I think I bought a 4-pack backup when over the holidays. I did give a friend of mine one because, well, I guess I was doing her makeup and I used the beauty sponge, so I just gave it to her. And other than that, I just opened up another one for me, so I still have 2 more backups. I'll continue to purchase this. This is not an item I'm willing to be without. The next item I have is this guy. I just mentioned this in my faves and flops video. This is the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. I used the poop out of this, especially recently, on mine and my daughter's hair. My 6-year-old actually put the rest of this one on her hair. It is an amazing hair mask for like pool usage and any kind of chemical, anything that you're putting on your hair. Like, this will help repair your hair. We spend a lot of time in the pool, and even though we use salt to make chlorine, so we have a saltwater generator or a salt generator that generates chlorine, so it's not chemical chlorinated, our pool is still chlorinated to the extent that it dries your hair out. And this stuff is amazing to make your hair feel normal again and give you the ability to run a brush through it without having to tug at the, what are those, rat's nests, I guess is what they're called, that your hair does when it gets stringy. The next thing I have are a couple of these Japanese makeup brush cleansers. If you guys are familiar with my channel, you know that I purchased these in 3-packs at my local TJ Maxx for like $5. They're pretty amazing. I will continue to purchase them. The only thing I have to say about them is because the spray on them is so wide, you do go through them quite quickly. Obviously, I went through both of these in the last month, especially if you wear makeup every single day and clean your brushes after each use. So maybe not the best option for me, but I do love them and they clean really well and they're pretty inexpensive at my TJ Maxx. The next thing I have in here is this Algenist Regenerative Anti-Aging Moisturizer SPF 50. This is the cream version. It is empty. I use this every single day. I am a fan of Algenist skincare. This smells pretty good. It was amazing while it lasted. I did get it at TJ Maxx for $20, and this skincare typically goes for like $94, I think, at Sephora. So I was pretty stoked to have it, and I've been up to my local TJ Maxx a lot recently looking for it. I did find the Regenerative Anti-Aging Lotion, Moisturizing Lotion. It's the Regenerative Anti-Aging Lotion, and it says to apply to the entire face, neck, and chest area twice a day like this does. The only difference is this was a cream, so it's more considered a moisturizer, and this is a lotion, so it's not as dense as this is. I'm going to try it. The other difference that I can see between the two is this one had SPF in it, and this one does not, as far as I can tell, which is kind of sad, but I can put my Coola Sport on underneath if I need to. We're going to try this in place of this. I don't know that it'll work out for me so hot, but I'm not spending $94 on this, so if I can find some more at TJ Maxx, absolutely I will purchase it. Again, I love it, but if I can't, then this is what I'll be using. The next thing I have is this EOS Shave Cream in Pomegranate Raspberry. This was just a take-along size that I purchased for my travel bag for my trip in June when we went to Disneyland. It lasted quite a while. It is super like buttery, almost like a body butter. It is an amazing shave cream, and I already purchased a full size, which if my faves and flops video went up first, you'll see the full size one that I purchased. It is a different scent. It's vanilla, and it's got a little pump, but it is awesome. I typically go for the Gillette Venus Shave and Shower Cream, which is also amazing, and I find them pretty comparable. This was a little more expensive, but I went ahead and purchased a full size of this already, and we'll use that until it's gone. I bought it because I couldn't find my Gillette Venus stuff at my local Walmart, and when I was out of town, I bought this for my bag and saw that they had full-size versions, so when I got back from California, I went to Ulta and picked up the full-size version. I like it a lot. It is an amazing shave cream. It's very moisturizing. I feel like my legs don't get like that super ashiness or, you know, itchy dry skinness to them after I use this for shaving like they have with regular everyday shave creams in the past. The next thing I have, which I'm really excited for because it was part of my project pan, and looking through it in my big fancy lights, it looks like there might be one more application in here, which maybe it's just a shadow. I hope it's just a shadow. This was the worst primer I have ever used in my life. I will never buy another one. It is by NYX. I like NYX. I use their eye pencils, their brow pencils every single day. I like NYX, but this was awful. I bought it because I was told that it was kind of a dupe for the Benefit Professional. I don't have large pores, so why I thought I needed to get a pore filler in the first place is beyond me. But it comes out like really wiry, like kind of like worms. Let me see if there's any left in here. I really don't think that there is. Oh, yeah. So it's just, wow, there's quite a bit left in there. I might put that in a container and save it. But it's just really kind of gross. This is what it looks like, and then when you, like, it's gross. I can't. I just can't anymore. It reminds me of clay or Play-Doh, maybe even. It's super, super thick, and yes, I know it's supposed to be a pore filler, but even the Benefit stuff, which I was told this was the dupe for, is not that thick. It's not that thick, and it feels a lot more silicone-y than this does, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it just sits on your face, and it doesn't, I don't feel like it did anything for my makeup application whatsoever, so I think it's gross. I'm so sorry if you love it. I just don't. So I am glad to be rid of it. It was in my project pan. I'm going to put it in my project pan stuff because I am done with it. Alright, next I have this guy as well. This is another Real Technique sponge. It's just old and so super stained. I can't get that stain out anymore. It does have some rips in it, so I did replace it with the same sponge, only different. It's supposed to be purple. It's just stained. The next thing I have is this Maybelline Master Camo color correcting pen, and it is in yellow. I like this pen. I feel like they need to be fatter because I like this of the color correcting stuff that I have. I liked these pens the best. I did have a lavender one as well as an orange one. I think they're amazing. I love the applicator on them. The applicator is really cool. And then you just click it up and stuff comes out, and then you just apply it to your face. I feel like these guys are really amazing. Alright, next is this. It is the Air Repair Complexion Quenching Facial Mist. I got this in an IPSY. I got about 3 uses out of it. I really can't tell you whether I loved it or not. I was using it to spray onto my blender before I went back onto my face with it just to put some more moisture onto it if it had started to, you know, feel a little dry. It worked for those purposes. I feel like it has nothing in it. I feel like it probably would work about the same as the Mario Badescu facial mist does. It smells really good. It has a really nondescript kind of smell to it. But I mean, like, not soapy, but not like fresh is all I can get from it. It really didn't smell bad. I appreciated the smell of it, but I really can't give you thoughts on it. I probably won't repurchase it just because I didn't get enough out of it to feel like I knew enough about it to repurchase it full size. The next thing I have is this Briogeo Scalp Revival Charcoal and Coconut Oil Micro Exfoliating Shampoo. This stuff smells a little minty, kind of like Thin Mint cookies, which I'm really into. I love the smell of it. But I feel like I had to use a lot of it to make my hair feel like it got, like I completely covered it with shampoo. So this only lasted me like maybe 5 uses, if that, and it's a pretty decent size sample. It's 1 ounce. I feel like it should have lasted longer than that, especially with my hair as short as it is, but my hair is super thick, so that might be part of the problem. I don't really feel like it was amazing. It's definitely not an item I would purchase full size, especially at Briogeo's price, but I love Briogeo hair products. I think that, like I said, I have a Don't Despair repair in here as well, which I live and breathe by right now because of being in the pool all the time. I feel like it makes my hair feel normal. This really didn't do anything for me, if I'm being honest. The next thing I have is also part of my Project Pan, but is probably the saddest moment I've had in my makeup life, and that is this little guy here. This is just staining right here, all this color here, but this is a little bit of product left over in there, but I just can't get it out of there. It is my deluxe sample size of the Tarte 12-Hour Amazonian Clay blush in Feisty. It was part of my Project Pan, and when I started this, you could just kind of see like the edges of this, you know, the circles, and it's gone. So I'm feeling pretty good about myself. I'll have a an update to my Project Pan here in about a month, but I've finished quite a few items that I had in this Project Pan, so I'm really excited. But this was a super sad moment for me because this is my all-time favorite blush. I won't repurchase it because I cannot find the color Feisty in the Tarte blush menagerie anymore. And I have found a color that is similar. But I do love Tarte 12-Hour Amazonian Clay blushes and will forever be purchasing them as long as they don't change the formula, because this is my favorite blush formula. So it's all gone. So yeah. Alright, so I have reached the end of my Empties video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. I do love Empties videos. They're one of my favorite videos to record. They're also one of my favorite videos to watch. So if you have an Empties video out there, let me know about it and I'll come watch it. I love being able to, you know, watch myself go through the products that I know that I'm spending a good deal of money on. So it makes me so happy to actually use them up, which seems weird maybe if you're not part of this makeup world, but it does feel a little bit justifying or vindicating to actually use the products that you're purchasing, to actually use them up. It feels real good, actually. I hope that you guys will want to subscribe on your way out. I do create content 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or Sunday, depending on how my work week goes, but you're definitely guaranteed 3 content days per week. Sometimes I throw an additional video up in there. I have a lot planned for the next couple of months as far as videos go, so I hope that you guys will come along for the ride. Please don't forget to like and share and subscribe to my channel, and until next time, guys, bye.